it's Rob, and welcome to the only guitar tutorial of the song Stupid Einstein by the band The 3 O'Clock that you're going to find on YouTube, probably because it's not a very well-known song at all, but it is an excellent guitar song. It may be one of my favorite songs, maybe of all time, at least from the era, and one of my favorite guitar sounds. I don't know what they did, but it really sounds great. It may be as simple as just what I'm doing here, which is a capo on the 4th fret and just played straight out. I believe they played it on an ovation. I'm not sure if they added chorus or reverb or whatever. It's just a great sounding song. It's a well-written song. It's really fun to listen to. It moves along fast. I'm not going to play it at tempo, but anyway, if you don't know it, go back, get the album 16 Tamborines by the 3 O'Clock, and check out Stupid Einstein. It's a really fun, cool, revved up folk song. It's very unlikely that the band would even put out music like this. If you know how they started, they were called the Salvation Army when they began. They got a cease and desist. They, changed their name to the 3 O'Clock. And they were like this psychedelic garage band. They were like scrappy. All their stuff was really fast. And somehow they made this transition into this, what was called later the Paisley Underground sound, so a kind of throwback to the 60s or whatever, and they made this transition from like this punk band to like a folk band in like 2 years. Probably helped that they had a really good producer or whatever. Anyway, so let's get into Stupid Einstein. It's a fantastic song, really fun to play, and I'll show you what's going on. Now, I said you've got a capo at the 4th fret. All the chords that I'm going to call out, they're going to be the same names of the chords you would have if I was playing them open down here. So this, of course, is a D up here. I'm also calling this a D. It's the D shape. I'm calling them by their shapes. It's actually a F sharp, I believe, when you start off here and you play it up here. So you're going to start off by picking the, you're going to hold your D, and you're going to pick the 4th, which is the open string, the 3rd, and the 2nd string. So you're going to play those 3 notes there, the 3 beginning notes of D. You're going to skip the last one. Then you're going to put your pinky down here, which would be like a C sharp if it was open. You're going to put your pinky down here, which happens to be the 8th fret of the 5th string, the A string. So you're going to have, you're going to do those 3 notes here, 4, 3, 2 strings. Then you're going to pick that note on the 5th string, and the same top 2 notes. Then you're going to hammer on what would be B. And then you're going to hit those same 3rd and 2nd strings as well. I don't think you have the A down here anymore. I think it's just easier to play it like this. That sounds right to me. So once again, your 3 notes here. Put down this finger here. The last one is you're going to hammer on what would be that B note on the 6th string. So play it open and hammer it on. Now leave the G string open and still finger that D note here, what would be the D, and you get, now your open G, and then your same, what would be your D note there, and then the last chord is an A. So the whole figure is played a lot faster. Then you've got a little melodic line which goes, how's it go? Oh yeah. So it's only on the middle 2 strings, the 4th and 3rd string. You're going to hold your D again, but you're going to only play the 4th and the 3rd string notes. And then it's open G. Na 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 na. So the line so far is na 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 na. Remember, you're only playing those middle 2 strings, the 4th and the 3rd. So it's na 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 na, open G, na, and then right here, this is actually the 8th fret of the 4th string, the 6th fret of the 4th string, you're going back and forth. Na 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 na. Hope you can figure that out well enough, and I'll move along. And then you're going to what would be a C chord. Now I play my C's like this, not like this. The normal C is played like this. I play them like this with your second finger here on the 7th fret, your first finger here on the 6th fret of the 4th string, and then the top 2 notes are barred. So the 7th fret of the 2nd and the 1st string, and you get a sound like this. Now again, you're just going to hold that chord, but you're picking notes out of it. So, and now I'm going to play the 5th string, fingering that note there, and then the open G. Now I know it's not sounding as a G, but it's the open G string, the open 3rd string. Playing this pattern, no, 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 and then you're going to do this. So the same pattern on the 4th string and the 3rd string. You're going to be playing the 8th fret, 6th fret, open, 8th fret, 6th fret, open on the 5th string as well. So the 4th and the 5th string. So the whole figure there is, and your C. You can slide into it like I did, or play it. And that's the whole intro. Chords in the verse. I'll speed it up here because we're taking up a lot of time. D, A, D, C, G, D, A, D, A, D. I bar the A, it's easier here. D, A, D, C, 2, 3, 4, and then at the end, G, D, A, D, A, D, C, G, D, A. I think probably a pre-chorus or whatever you want to call it, heading to the chorus. E minor, and then A. For A, I'm only playing the 2 notes here of the chord. I'm leaving my pinky off, which means I let the B string open and ring. So the E and the A are the E minor and the A are basically the same shape, just moving them up 1 string. That's it. So it goes E minor, A, E minor, A actually, A sus, A add 2, and then it's C. You can pick those notes out. G, and then I'm doing this with my A. What's happening with the A? Well, I'm adding what would be the D note there, sus. I'm playing the regular A, and then I'm taking all of my fingers off, and I'm playing the 4, 3, 2 open. Once again, the verses. A, D, C, G, D, A, and E minor. A add 2, E minor. A add 2, C, pick it. G. That figure there with the A. And then the only other thing happening in the song is D, F, G, D, D, F, G, D, and then they pick it. So D, F, G, D, D, F, G, D, pick it. And then there's a line there. And that is A, open A string, 6th fret, 8th fret, and then 6th fret of the 4th string, and then 6th fret of the 3rd string. Sorry, I'm running out of time on my camera. That's your little riff there. Da, na, 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 and then back into your... that whole thing. I think it actually goes to... I'm getting lost in it. Anyway, that's most of the parts of Stupid Einstein, and I'm trying to cut it off around 10 minutes here. But great song. If you don't know it, check it out, and have fun trying to learn that one. All right, later.